Yo, this anime is actually funny and I need you to watch it because I'm convinced it can cure your sadness in just a couple episodes, maybe even within the first one. I am talking about the cult classic, Cromartie High School. Cromartie High School is just all about, you know, that kind of king of the high school, king of the hill kind of gang vibe within a high school where every student somehow looks like a 40-year-old, like most developed buff man of all time, but in the most surreal comedic parody sense you can possibly imagine. It's like if you're throwing daily lives of high school boys into like a god of high school kind of scenario. This is the baby. This is what you get after that. It is absolutely unhinged, off the walls, insane, and it even features Freddie Mercury. Why? I have no clue. Who is this anime for? I think this anime or the manga is legit for just anybody that needs a good laugh, that needs to just turn their brain off and just watch absolute absurdity unfold. This is also one of the rare cases I would say that if you're going to watch the anime, you should totally watch the dub because it's very similar to like a Ghost Stories where it's just the dub is hilarious. The voice acting is so good in both the sub and the dub, but the dub just hits a little different and it's just very unhinged in the comedic styling or the long exasperated kind of noises the characters make when something goes wrong or goes awry and it gets really crazy, and just the absolutely weird cast in the show. It just makes this whole thing all the better for watching at any point, especially when you're feeling down, because there's like, again, Freddie Mercury, there's a gorilla, there's a robot, and these guys are just straight up a vibe. What makes Cromartie High stand out? I think the thing that makes Cromartie High stand out, especially now that it's kind of entering the retro stage of an anime, like it came out in 2000, like 2004, 2002, some early 2000 year, and now that's I'm just this.
I'm old. I don't know how else to say it. This is retro. I'm old. I'm 30. Okay, it sucks.
Anyway, this is the thing that was great about Cromartie High School is it was a very early kind of approach in attempt at making something just absolutely unhinged and being unapologetic for it, needing absolutely no kind of context as to why that Freddie Mercury's in their school or why a robot's in their school. They just expect you to keep up and pick up the pieces where they land and try and piece them together, and you probably won't because none of it makes sense, and that's okay. And the best part about this parody anime is I'm not a big fan of, like, you know, the high school action kind of genre, so I think poking fun at that genre specifically is really funny for me because there's always so many kind of cheesy tropes to pick out, and this one picks out every single one of them and shines some light on them and just how ridiculous they actually are. So if you like Daily Lives of High School Boys, if you like Disastrous Life of Psyche K, if you like Nichijou, if you like any of those very absurd, crazy comedy anime, this one is just gonna be amazing for you. It has kind of developed almost like a cult classic kind of fan base where it's kind of, if you know it, you really know it, and if you don't, just you've never heard about it. Again, kind of in a similar vein to Daily Lives of High School Boys, and I don't know if that's just comes along with the territory of making parody anime, like, or if it's just kind of, you know, it was just being overshadowed by some bigger shonen at the time. I'm not really sure, but this one is gonna make you feel good. It's gonna make you happy. It's gonna make you laugh. Every character is absurd and crazy, and the best part about it is there's just no real central main character. They do have a couple guys that kind of drive the whole show in, you know, like Takashi Kamiyama, like he's kind of the center point, but he honestly only really gets like little segments throughout different episodes as it goes, and they'll just have like super random arcs kind of just going into whatever Freddy's up to or whatever the robot's up to, the gorilla's up to. It's just absolutely crazy in the best possible way. So if you need a laugh, if you need a pick me up, check out Cromartie High School. I highly recommend it. Okay?
Bye now.
Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.